to feel beautiful, and like you shouldn't feel overshadowed by your bridesmaids anyway. So like, yeah. So then after that is when things got really bad. So she essentially wanted her bridesmaids to wear a potato sack, a velvet potato sack, to make you guys ugly. Am I understanding that correctly? Yeah. Just wanted you all to look like, right? Okay, so after we decided on wearing really, really ugly dresses.
Guys, can you hear me well? Because I'm having bad issues with my Streamlabs. I had an update today, so I did it. But now my picture is frozen. Can you hear me well?
Welcome, Team Licorice.
Hi T, can you hear me well? Guys, can you hear me well? Yeah.
Welcome, gave 200.
Wait, I'm just gonna try to plug it in. Yesterday we had a bad weather, and you know how sensitive the internet is in Spain.
Welcome, Class 84.
Alright guys, I'm just gonna try to replug in the camera. Alright, that's not it. Oh yeah. I did not miss you, no. Guys, I don't know how is the connection gonna work. It might not be very good. Alright.
Welcome, Ernest.
Ah, look, it works. Great. Hi, Ines. Ines, I was messaging you. Just a second. Yes, you can hear me. But from my point of view, it looks completely frozen. I'm just gonna turn on some music. I need tissues.
Welcome's Rabbit 10.
Hi, Rabbit. Guys, is the picture loading for you? Because for me it's not. Okay. Okay, let's try it. Is the picture loaded? Because for me it's not loading. Yeah, I have a cold. We have had such a horrible weather here. Absolutely horrific. We have had I don't know what is it called. It's not a typhoon, but it's a very strong wind. We got a red alert. We got advice to stay at home, not to drive, not to go out unless necessary. And every single time we have some bad weather, the internet is terrible. Oh. Yeah, it is a little dim. I have to go for tissues, guys. So what am I gonna put on? How is it going by you? Yeah, so the wind was so strong that it nearly blew away my dog. Hello, dog. Hello, dog. You're so cute. Ay. Oh. I think I'm gonna wear this skirt. You wanna see? And I have to find some top to wear. That's a tornado. Yeah, like exactly, like a hurricane. Exactly. It's 48 degrees. Oh, Fahrenheit. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna wear this skirt and I just have to find a nice top for it. And then the shoe. So it's called Can't You Wear Scandalous Clothing in Winter? Well, if it's not too cold. Ah, tissue. No more snow? You don't have any more snow? How come? Honestly, I miss the snow in Finland. We don't get any snow here whatsoever. Like here, where I live, they haven't seen snow in like 25 years, 20, 30 years.
Welcome, Rich07.
Alright guys, I just have to find the top. This is a dress. Oh, I found one. Oh, I need a new spray. Yeah, it's been, you know, our temperature literally dropped from 22 degrees to 3 degrees over 2 days or overnight. Alright guys, you wanna see what I'm gonna wear? Hello dog. I wish you were on the Titanic. When iceberg saw you, he would melt. Oh, I thought so. So I would sing with it. So what do you think? I have to go for nose spray. Yeah, so our temperature literally went from summer temperatures like 22 degrees to 3 degrees above Celsius and very windy. Yeah, it is like tornado and hurricane. Alright guys, I'm going to the bathroom, I'll be right back. Ballerina shoes. I do have them here. Yeah, I have them here. I don't know which way is the skirt to the front because it has pockets and I think the pockets should be at the back. But it doesn't fit well if I put them in the back. Doc, come on. Oh, the ballerinas. Yeah, but dirty. Oh, come on, Doc. I only have these ballerinas and they're a bit dirty. Nearly spring here. So now comes the part where days are wet and cloudy. Cold winter is for you over. Well, for us the next few days are going to be sort of like quite cold. And then from next month, starting next month, the temperature should be consistently around 18 degrees. Did I miss black nylons? You have not. They're here. That's winter's 3 months, mind you. The part where it's wet or cloudy comes in spring. Yeah, I get it. That makes summer the only good time to be out if you enjoy warm. Depends where you live. You know, we don't... Here, it's not particularly cold. On the other hand, it does not... On the other hand, it doesn't rain a lot, so it's quite dry. And the truth of the matter is that the summers here are way too humid and hot. Ay. So what have you been up to? These are, I think, currently my go-to nylons. They are very cheap, but they are very basic. They have a pretty nice reinforcement, but they are not the greatest quality. That being said, they cost like 50 cents. They're all like 50 cents per pair, so even if I damage them, I don't really mind. So I got a few packets right after Christmas because they had them on sale. So I'm just gonna wear them throughout the year. My boyfriend is talking to his friend. He came back. He's originally from New York, but he's lived in Sweden for a long time. But then around COVID, he went back to New York and he didn't come back to Sweden until now. So he was in New York for like 5 years. So he's freshly back in South Sweden. So they are all excited. Hello, our owner. Hello, Lusa. Aye. Does Seattle get very hot in summer? If it doesn't rain, then that is technically makes the rhyme about the rain in Spain falling mainly on the plain and a big fat lie, doesn't it? I never heard that rhyme. It depends. The north part of Spain gets much more rain, especially the Atlantic side, but the Mediterranean coast is a bit drier, especially as you go south. Alright guys, let's put the rest of them on off camera. Guys, I went to my spare bedroom and I found a pair of shoes I completely forgot about. It doesn't go well with my outfit, but aren't they pretty?
Welcome
Looks like
back.
100% nylon. They are, yes, they are just foamy 100% nylon. Oh, I need more spray. Now, what shoes am I going to be wearing? I think the black. The black and the flats. Yeah, the nylons are very basic, but they just fit so well, and since they are really cheap, I don't worry about ripping them apart. But honestly, they are quite durable. Guys, check out my website. I uploaded 2 more articles about durability of nylon and how nylons used to be durable until the 70s, when the production increased by about 500%, and on top of it, intentionally they started making them with a finite life expectancy. So they intentionally turned nylons into a fast fashion. And then I am also, but now we are going a bit back because nylons became so unpopular in the past 20 years because of their flimsy reputation. So producers are going back to guaranteeing a bit more quality. So we are actually on a good path. So maybe nylons will get more popular again. Anyway, it's on my, all of it, it's on my website, Legwear Logic. And the second article is about, I made, it's a simple chart, like a table chart. And I compared about 26 of the most famous brands and I put them into an order by value for money and quality through my own experience, guys. So you have it nicely lined up. I think it starts with the lowest quality and cheapest and goes all the way up to the Swiss brands and Wolford. It's just something simple in case you would want to have it in perspective. I always include the name of the brand, the price range, and then how many stars for quality does the average item have. And then I also put a few, like 2-3 words commentary just about some specifications. For example, if the brand makes really thin nylons that are sturdy, I put it there. If the nylons are commonly soft, I let you know. So you have it nicely organized in case you would want to put it into perspective. But it's not completely objective, guys. But it is how I see it, and it's also how based on the reputation in general, what the brands have. Why is your Instagram private? Wouldn't you get more followers? Yeah, but also I would get more creeps. This is my first time I see a green skirt. I don't care. Yeah, I mean these nylons are the original nylons. So what do you think about my outfit? Yeah, I'm gonna check my Insta. Yeah, I used to have my Insta public, but I would have a lot of people, like people I knew from, let's say, from my school or from my horse riding era. There was a girl, a woman. I've noticed she went onto my account. I could see her on my story. She went there every single day, several times. If I posted a new story, she was there. And I was quite uncomfortable with her constantly staring at my pictures because some of them are in bikinis or lingerie. So I made my Insta private. I actually blocked her first, and then she started going with her second account, which I recognized because her second account was for her horse, and I knew her horse, and there were her pictures too. So that's why I made it private. Yes, the reinforcement. I was gonna stream on Friday, but then I had a cold, so I was thinking, well, let's leave it. And I thought by today it will be gone, but the weather is just not good for me.
Welcome Babel_.
I'm so sorry, but it's way too long for here. Baba Swedish. Hello, svenska. Do we need more light, guys? Isn't it a bit dark? One of my acquaintances just sent me a video from Insta, and it says realizing American citizens paid 175 billion in illegal tariffs and is being refused to companies instead, and is being refunded to companies instead of back to us. And he's asking me if it's true or not. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I've told him already like a month ago that he is the one paying the tariffs. It's shocking how many people think that it's like foreign companies that sell products in United States that pay the tariffs. No, the tariff is on the consumer. Anyway, so now he knows. Do you know the German word for nylon? Strumpfhose, yeah. I think it's such a weird word. Doesn't sound sexy or elegant. Well, which words in German do sound sexy or elegant? I mean, even when it comes to, let's say, things that should sound cute, like Eichhörnchen, it doesn't. It sounds softer, but it doesn't sound elegant. I know. Isn't it better with the second light? Guys, I'm gonna put an ad there, because I wanna... That's how I make money. Yeah. So, what have you been up to the whole week? Oh, my camera, of course. You already told me that. The tariffs are actually Trump's doing your country a favor. He's removed the USA. I'm not from the USA. He's removed the USA capitalist system from burden. They never had capitalist system. A true capitalist system has a lot of competition. If you're run by big companies, it has a different name. In a true capitalism, there is services and product distributors have a lot of competition because it's a free market, and that is what keeps prices down and quality up. But when it's like in the USA, where the large companies do not have much competition, that's why everything is, well, not everything, but that's why a lot of things are expensive, like with their health insurance. There is no competition, they have a monopoly on it. Nearly. Oh my god, howdy, hi Nix, how you doing? From burden on your country's working class development, which needs to hit all this milestone to make it merchant economics. Are you stupid? Do you even know what you're saying? First of all, there are some people who want to claim that Trump imposed the tariffs so he would force production to move to United States. But keep in mind, even with high tariffs, it's still cheaper to make the items abroad, because as of now, the infrastructure simply isn't there. You're lacking the factories for a lot of things. And even if you had them, you have very expensive workforce. So it's gonna take like 3-4 years to set it up, maybe 5. So claiming that he did it so he would force new manufacturing jobs, well, that's just bullshit. That would be a very, very misguided move, because what he really did is he lost manufacturing jobs and messed up foreign relations for a few years and increased prices for Americans. Like, for example, last month he threatened with extra tariffs to Denmark. Denmark that imports 80% of the United States medication. So you know what it means. Higher tariffs on Denmark means medication will be more expensive for Americans. So no, he's not doing it to help America. He's doing it because he can. He thinks it's an authoritative move. He thinks it's gonna gain him respect. But in reality, it simply appears like he doesn't really understand what's gonna happen next. It's like he thinks that other countries do not have a viable or sustainable economy. In fact, vast majority or all European Union countries have quite a diversified economy. There is no country that would be genuinely dependent only on one product. Let's say like Venezuela used to be very dependent on oil, and then when oil price changed, their currency completely collapsed. That's because they were not diversified, which is something you're not gonna find here. So honestly, it just looks, you know what he reminds me of? Like when, imagine a 14-year-old gives you advice on how you should do your economy. That's how I view Trump. Because honestly, it doesn't take a genius to figure out the consequences. But yeah, I mean, he just wants bribes, isn't it? Apparently, he's not even that expensive to bribe. And I mean, acting like a petulant child. It's like everyone else plays chess and he's playing checkers and thinks he's winning because he doesn't understand the game. Or he's just straightforward lying. Like, I cannot believe. That's like when he announced the tariffs, I was thinking, how come his followers are not upset that now things will be more expensive? And they were fucking cheering on to him. Like, how stupid are they? And then they genuinely believed that it's not them they are paying the tariffs because it's taxes. How do they not know? It's literally written there. And they'll still cheer it. It's like, fuck me, you have to be so stupid. I cannot be swearing like that on Twitch right now. Hi Nix, how you doing? Well, there is good news in all that is that our US Supreme Court slammed the tariffs, yeah. And struck them down, calling them illegal and unconstitutional, yeah. And he also broke international treaties. Well, they are abolished, but he'll find something else. You know, it's surprising. I haven't heard of any Epstein files arrests in the United States. I know that he likes to be distracting from it, like now Trump said that he will really reveal all the extraterrestrial information the United States has. First of all, that's not within his power. I think that's a separate part of a separate branch of the United States authorities. That's like revealing military secrets, like something like that. But what a stupid thing to focus on when there are genuinely horrible crimes against humanity going on. So instead of investigating that, let's talk about aliens. And didn't he just transfer himself like $10 billion? And his supporters won't say anything. They will be like, oh yeah, it's just gonna go to charity. It could have gone to the people. Like honestly, what's going on in the United States, I don't understand. I don't understand it. Like if, let's say in Spain, we have the prime minister, we have a king, and Philippe, and we have a prime minister. And the prime minister essentially acts like a president, and his name is Pedro Sanchez. If he acted like this, I think they would attack him. That's simply not possible. But then again, we are taught critical thinking, and we don't view politicians as if they were superhumans. We view politicians as, yes, someone intelligent and definitely of authority, but ultimately someone that works for us. He's a public servant. Where some countries put their politicians on a pedestal as if they were appointed by God. Alright guys, I have to answer messages. Rabbit, how is it for you? When you...
Welcome Aaron _.
Can you present yourself as a woman, or do you have to present yourself with your original gender? Because I know that Trump was saying that it's gonna go back to how it was. Hi Aaron. I have to put up the... Can you hear the music? Guys, I've been thinking, I think I'm going to get myself a new standing light, because I have one light that's really good but really big, and I would need one that sort of splits into two, so I have the light from both sides. I think that would be much easier for me, because like this I have to use 3 different sets of lights to create like a even picture. I really feel for the American people. Trump has burned so many bridges. Yeah, but you know what but on the other hand, in regards to international relationships, the rest of the world does not hold grudge against the American public. Maybe the stupid ones, but otherwise, we know that it's not you. We know that you essentially have to wait till he's gone. So once they have a new representative, the bridges will be easily rebuilt. Aaron Sup. I can present myself as a woman because I live in Washington State, where a person is free to be who they want to be, and they don't subscribe to Trump's bullshit rhetorics. Okay, so so your regional authorities have more power? Sort of like a more autonomy. He's nothing but a blowhard. That's all talk and no action. I don't know what blowhard means. I'm gonna delete it in case Twitch wouldn't like it. No, really, I don't know what it means. I've never heard it. What is it? A blowhard? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but you know he's doing it like the thing he was doing, like threatening Greenland. He's doing it to manipulate the market. That's what I think. Because the stock market responds to insecurities. When people are worried there is gonna be a war, they buy non-perishables like gold, silver, or even uranium. Hi, Kovacs. Spanish Prime Minister has given new citizenship, not yet. But yes, you know, honestly, we have a lot of people that live here, work here, but under the table. So like this, they will be able to have a legal standing, and they will be much less likely to take advantage of by employers, and also they will pay taxes from now on. So, I mean, they live here anyway, contribute to the economy, so why not? Yeah, I heard it too. Do you have ICE agents in Seattle, or are they not allowed there? Oh. Honestly, the ICE, what I have seen the videos from Minnesota, every single day there is a new report of inhuman treatment, either when on the street or in the facilities. I'm telling you, that's like Germany. Not like during the Second World War, but before, like 3 years before. This is they are even using the same excuses. The word blowhard describes a person who talks in a loud, opinionated, and pompous, yeah, he's a pompous prick, with little effect. Ah, so it's nothing sexual. Yeah, he's exactly that. In Seattle, ICE agents are not allowed anywhere near there. Oh, that's good. So what exactly happens during the midterm elections? Why is Trump so worried about losing them? To be honest, I never really paid that much attention to a deeper understanding of the United States politics until now, so I'm not sure. Your feet, I've never seen something so amazing. Really? That's embarrassing for you. Next week I have quite a lot of work to do. You know, I started giving lessons again. I work with a private language school in a town over, in Valencia. And initially I thought that I will only give like 2-3 lessons a month, but now they have lack of teachers for German. And like if I wanted to, I could do it now full time. But I find it quite strenuous because sometimes I give them homework or I give them a test and then I have to grade it at home. Guys, I have so little time. Unbelievable. It really adds up, even like not just grading the test, but also preparing it. So it's, you know, so it would really test them and help them. And I don't want to take just a test from the internet. But yeah, I mean, I didn't realize everything is gonna be taking so much time, because before, when I was giving lessons, it was to much smaller groups of people or even individuals. So in turn, it was far less work for me. It's embarrassing that I compliment you. Shut up. It is for you. It's not supposed to help America. It's to help remove capitalism that is US owned and controlled, from further preventing Russian or EU communists. We don't have communism in Europe. And if you don't understand the difference between communism and socialism, then I suggest you refresh on it, because those are not the same thing. But I know that the Americans like to pretend like it is, but you know, they have some of the worst educations amongst Western countries, so I can't blame them that they don't know the difference. And no, we literally don't have communism anywhere in Europe. We actually communism, being a communist is literally an insult here. Dude, you really don't know what you're talking about, do you? Or do you have a language barrier? Let's see. In the merchant, processing and business class economic standard, that way countries at war will have a two-party voting system. Instant or many people in working... We have more than 2 parties, just for the record. Many people in working class will be full... Are you stupid or something? Working class 5 years, the country to recover, but he's not gonna be there in 5 years. He has like 3 years left. They have weight in upper... Oh, dude. I don't know if you're stupid, like honestly, it seems like you're living somewhere in the clouds, where you're not really touching base with realities of life. Look, I don't blame Americans that they want some change. Like, guys, we have free healthcare, or very affordable. It gets deducted. If you work, you're insured, including everything without any co-payment. I won't pay anything. If I have a transplantation or whatever procedure I need. Education is free. Public education is excellent and free. You only have to pay for books when you get older. And we are far safer. It's really safe here. Even though some places like Marseille or Bradford are quite dangerous. Those are individual cities. Yeah, dude, you don't know what communism is, do you? Well, you're really a lowlife. Nobody cares what you're talking about. You're on her to excite men. You're on here. You mean here, to excite men. You're on... Oh, my dear. Oh, I understand that this might be news to you, but vast majority of ladies like me have actually a university degree. Vast majority. They just don't tell you, so you wouldn't feel bad about yourself. So you can fantasize about someone who's not smarter than you. But if you look at vast majority of streamers or social media people, especially if they are my age, where social media was not really an option when we were growing up. So we actually firstly got an education and then we were like, hey, I would rather work from home. So if they are over 30, very likely most of them have some kind of a pretty marketable tertiary degree. So in case you would really wanna find out, just ask them. So no, I'm not an exception. It's just that people like me usually don't talk to you. Yes, completely free. Europe has some communist fragments left over. Dude, you don't know the difference between... What's the difference between communism and socialism? Tell me. Did you see my message? No, I think I was complaining. Lol, I don't care if you are smarter. You wasn't smarter to keep your clothes on. No, you're right. I was smart enough to work from home and be my own boss. What do you do? Slave away for someone else who gives you peanuts and tells you when you work? No, you do not. Toyota, you really don't understand it. And that's not good for you, because like this, if you understood what you're talking about, you would not have such unreasonable expectations. He is worried because if Democrats take back both the House of Representatives and the United States Senate, the very first thing they will do is impeach him. Or they can't impeach him now then. They will take him to trial. Well, yeah. He also should be investigated if the Epstein files, if there was something that was true, because there are a lot of witness testimonies. Guys, in case you don't know, witness testimonies is considered evidence because it's sworn under oath. And there is the, that if you lie, you will get in trouble, in legal trouble for perjury. That's why it is considered evidence, even though it's just someone's words. And as I have seen, there was quite a bit of it. Socialism is a little less left-leaning than communism, and unions are focused on workers' rights. Go on. No, I was messaging you during the day. I was late. How old are you? I'm 33. I have my boyfriend there. We've been together for this year. We will celebrate our 14th anniversary. Oh, guys, you can't see the message. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you what I Need Money Bro is telling me. How old are you? In your 30s. Huh, you're pretty much a used car that can't get a man. That's why you have to do this. And adult content, imagine if your family members saw. Okay, then they would see, so what? Is my camera moving again? Dude, I'm not doing this because I have to. I'm doing this because it's a well-balanced life and work dynamic. You still don't understand it, right? What do you think? It's a better life. having to be responsible for people's futures, having to deal with Spanish legislative, having to find out if this person can build a shed that's a little bit bigger than normal shed in their own garden, or if they can do it but the district won't allow it, or if they can't do it because this parcel was technically designated for fields. So what do you think is better? And then on top of it, being liable if there is ambiguity, and there is always ambiguity. Or being a defender in court, for which I would probably have to get another degree. But still, that is much, guys. That is so much work. And that's not just the time you time at work when you get paid. You also have to do a lot of homework. And whereas I think it can be a very beautiful work, I really like having some time to myself. Throwing their politics components in jail. Isn't that what your Trump is doing?
Thanks for the sunrose.
That is true, but that's true for any dictatorial regime. Dude, how come you know so little? I mean, if you want to have a complex opinion, you can't just be repeating what other people say without understanding it.
Welcome, sound alerts.
Hi Rosemary, how are you doing?
Welcome, big fizzy.
I'm gonna put you on the board. Okay guys, I'm gonna turn on the light a little bit because I don't know, I can't see shit. Are we done talking about politics? I cannot restructure your whole educational curriculum because, dude, you are lacking like hell. They won't do it right now because, okay, they would need enough votes, no? How are you doing, guys? Didn't they try to impeach him last time when he was elected? Alright, let's put Rosemary on the board. Is it again? Unbelievable. Guys, is it just by me or is it by you too? I'm telling you, there's something with the app. Okay, let's put Rosemary on the board. How have you been, my dear? It's Republican-controlled House. And Senate, despite a few echo, have rebelled against many Trump plans and crossed party lines to vote against them. If they try to have him impeached, they will be quickly to try and find every excuse in the book. To acquaint him, I see. You know, you were told about your former President Nixon, right? You know that apparently his his Secretary of War or someone like that went to jail. Not Nixon, but one of his representatives. I've been great. How about you? I have a cold because the temperature dropped here by almost 20 degrees from one day to another. So we went from like 20 degrees to 3. Okay, here you are, Major. Do you know that EU has not met the milestones yet to move from a working class labor market into business class? Dude. But it's not the working class and business class. It's working class, middle class and upper class. Do you even know what you're talking about, dude? You don't. Also, economies like within the European Union, individual countries have better and worse economies. So let's say if you would be talking about somewhere like Romania, they don't have a strong middle class just yet. That's true. But if you would be talking about somewhere like I don't know, Germany, they have a very strong middle class. And actually, what is considered middle class in Germany is upper middle class or upper or lower upper class anywhere else. I'm doing well, but there are some people that don't know the difference between communism and social democracy. Yeah, the only difference was Nixon was smart enough to resign from the presidency. I think Trump is too arrogant for it. Before he was impeached, because that was the next step once Watergate leaked. EU is not capable of capitalism with us influencing them, dude. We have a free market. We have a mixed economy. You know what it means? You don't know what it means. Okay, mixed economy has free market, but it also provides some commune social structure like kindergartens, like I don't know, communal places like I don't know, pools, museums, schools, healthcare. Those are all that is all the communal structure that is paid for by the taxpayers, but everyone has access to it regardless of if they earn a lot or less money. Because countries that have been doing it like this have an extremely strong middle class now. So yes, we do have capitalism, but we don't have capitalism at the cost of healthcare or at the cost. We don't bring capitalism into school or into healthcare like you have it in the United States. Healthcare and education is a basic human right. So it has to be guaranteed and negotiated by the government for their own people. So it wouldn't be like United States where I believe medical debt is the #1 reason for bankruptcy, whereas medical debt is really not a thing. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have the level of brains. Okay guys, we are done talking about politics. You are too stupid for me to talk to you. You know, I miss the times when I didn't quite understand what politics was about. I would hear them talk, but it was hard for me to understand the context. I was definitely happier. Alright guys, let's try this one. This outfit with the flats. Yeah, I wish they were black. Unfortunately, they didn't have them in my size. So what do you think? I'm just gonna move my dog here. What do you think about the outfit with the tan shoes? Does it stand out too much? Hi. MWC Viper, thank you for the sub, good boy. Do you own in any Nike underwear? I don't know why I think it's so hot. I don't. I haven't seen Nike underwear in a long time. I'm gonna delete your message. I'm not sure if we can talk about underwear in the chat. Guys, is it paused again for you? The screen is freezing again. I don't know if it's just for me or if it's for you too. Did you see Rosemary? Hi, Heavy Glow. Telegram. I'll think about it. I actually haven't seen, I have seen Nike bikini and socks and that's it. Oh man, it's so hot, I have no idea why. Alright, I will check my Telegram. So what have you been up to, Rosemary? I am drinking Coke with lime. Honestly, next month, you know, here in Spain, February can be very cold. Like, it genuinely, you feel like you're freezing because the humidity is still high. We are right next to the Mediterranean Sea. But the second mid-March comes, or March comes, and the temperatures just go up so quickly. And in April, I actually think the best temperatures here are April, May. And in April, end of April, begin or May is literally summer. Thank you for use your ballerina shoes. You're welcome. You've lost audio? Guys, can you hear me or not? Or like anything with words on it? Yeah, I have like sporty lingerie. All of the pictures were sort of like blurry. First I thought that it was my camera needed cleaning, but I think it's the light. Because my boyfriend is using one of my lights that I usually use because he has his new one didn't arrive yet, and I couldn't get the right light here. I'm thinking I might have to do it outside. It just looks strange. Do you have audio, guys? Hi, bass. Hi, Kork.
Thanks for the sub.
You have audio, good. Honestly, I had a update on my OBS, well, on my stream elements, and it just, my camera keeps disconnecting. My picture was constantly freezing. I don't know.
Welcome, Toyotas.
I cannot hear you anymore. There's a problem. Try restarting it. Wait. I think it's on your side.
Welcome to Croatia
Yeah.
2700.
It works. Can you hear me now? I think it's on your side. I turn up the light a little bit, guys.
Thanks for the check.
Guys, you want to try on a different pair of nylons? Why don't we try another pair of nylons?
ZZZZ.
I'm gonna take these off. What color should we go for? The black is the obvious choice, but I think something like a dark brown could look nice as well. White, they're gonna look stupid. Okay, let's take these off. Guys, can you hear my dog snoring? Well, I have a pair of white here, but they are just so dirty. Let's try on these ones. Guys, I'm gonna show you panty. I really like. I love them. They are by Peril and Poseidon. Unfortunately, I can't wear them out. Watch. I also like gray. Take a look, guys. These are one of my style-wise, one of my favorite pantyhose because they have this vintage design at the back. And they are pantyhose, but the design makes it look as if they were stockings. Unfortunately, they are a bit too short for me. And it sucks because I can't get them here. I have to order them from the United States. And they only make one size. But I'm gonna show you what they look like. That's it, guys. Alright, I have it. I know, I do.
Thanks for your share.
All right. Okay. Alright guys, so now I will put on one of actually my shiniest, most expensive and a really beautiful nylons. Look, This is what they look like from the front. Do you see these black lines? They simulate suspenders. And I really do like them, don't get me wrong, but it's just... they really don't fit me. And you know, it's interesting because they are by Pearl and Poseidon. Pearl and Poseidon usually makes one size. Fits all. And these ones and most of the time it's supposed to fit people up to like 6 feet, sometimes 6'1". So I was perfectly within the... hey, sorry. So technically I should be perfectly within the frame, but they just don't fit me. I think it's because the material, comparing to other Pearl and Poseidon's nylons, these ones are quite constricting. They have a lot of lycra, which yes, would make them stretchy, but not if it's woven a certain way. That being said, I really do like how they look. And they are so shiny. Oh. I think the black fin nylons were nicer. Stop complaining. Hey. I think I'm gonna have a bath later, so I can clear my sinuses. Alright, I'll put the rest of them on off camera, because it's quite a bit of work, because it has the line at the back. So I have to straighten up. Okay guys, take a look. Now as I said, unfortunately they are not long enough for me. So you can see it, this should be about here in order for them to fit properly. Again, unbelievable. What's up guys? You see what it's doing? Okay, look. Okay, so since they don't fit me, this part should be about here. I don't know why this layout of this format fits so badly when all of their other items, I have like, I don't know, 6-7 pairs by them, and they all fit me really well, except for this one. So this is the back. There's the line. I'm not even sure I lined it up properly. But you see what I mean? They are sort of vintage inspired. They're very beautiful. They have the reinforcement here. And here, it looks like there are suspenders, but in reality it's whole pantyhose. Unfortunately, as I said, they are too small for me. Ah, they feel like they're about to rip. I think the black were nicer. Shut up. This is the sole. Now the reinforcement has this beautiful, I call it graphic design here. They look sort of like Savin. It's a French brand. They also often have this extra line. And I really like that the reinforcement is a little thicker, so it provides more durability in areas where simply more pressure and friction is to be expected. But it's still sheer. I really like when the reinforcement is thicker, darker, but still see-through. Now let's try them on just with the black shoes. Hi Green Finger. Hi Flaco. And unfortunately, they don't make them in a size larger. They make only one size. That should fit people like 5 feet to 6 feet. But this is the one item that's inaccurate in sizing. So what do you think? Hello, dog. Do you see why I like them so much? I'll show you from close up. See, they look very elegant, but so what do you think about the nylons, guys? Like personally, I have a similar pair, but I have actually another pair that looks really similar, but it's by Cecilia de Rafael, and I've had it for months now at home, and I still haven't opened the package because I'm worried it's gonna be the same scenario. Hi, Flaco. I don't know how to take the picture. Now, when I was ordering these, I liked, of course, the style with the line at the back and the reinforcement, but also I liked that they are very shiny. And that's one thing that really stands out when it comes to Pearl and Poseidon, is that I don't have a lot of light here currently, but you can still see the reflective finish. You see? Are they? They feel very soft, honestly. They are so sheer. Guys, can you see how sheer they are? Take a look. I think they are like 10 then at most. I'm back, finally. I'm adjusting my camera again. I'm back. I finally found out the big audio problem I was having. Yes, I thought so. I'm glad to hear. So it was the Bluetooth reset. Did you see the nylons I'm wearing? They look like this. That's the reinforcement. They have a line at the back. And they also look like stockings, but it's very pantyhose with a stocking-like design. Unfortunately, this should be about here, so they are a bit too short. And this is the only size they make. So I can only wear them like this, I cannot wear them outside. Which sucks, because they are so beautiful. Yeah, they are by Pearl and Poseidon. And guys, these ones, I think they were like 35 euros. But sometimes they have sales, so you can definitely get them cheaper. But if you're ordering them from Europe, keep in mind that there will be import tax. And if they will do some special tests on the package, you might pay additional up to like 60 euros. Shut up, Toyota.
Welcome, Brett_7.
Hi, Brett. How's your week? We have a temperature change by like 18 degrees, and I did not. My body doesn't deal well with it. You know, we had literally for like 10 days, we had literally very nice spring around 18 to 22 degrees, and then suddenly 3 days ago, from one day 20 degrees or 22, and the next day 3 degrees Celsius. So I got a cold. Also, I went out with wet hair a few days ago. Runny nose, major mucus, and a lot of boogers. This is disgusting. I'm gonna delete your message. Way too graphic. Actually, I need a nose spray. What have you been up to, Brad? Guys, how many weeks of holiday do you get a year from your job? I chose. In the US we get between 7 and 12 holiday payoff weeks.
Welcome, Jelly Margo.
Pay off, like no pay, or it's paid off. I chose how many hours I work, but I usually chose only one day off a week. No, I don't mean days off. I mean holiday. That's not the same thing. Guys, you know what? I don't think these nylons look very good with the skirt. The skirt is nice, but these nylons don't go well with it. I'm gonna put another pair, something else, just a sec. Since I'm wearing such pretty nylons, I'm gonna wear something that complements. I don't know if I should put on a dress. Guys, should we put on a dress? It's just a simple one. Right. Okay guys, what do you think about this? I think this dress is far more flattering with the nylons. Okay, these are the nylons. They have the line at the back. You see what I mean? They are more sultry. The green skirt was quite leisure. And the material, it was like a Manchester material, and that really doesn't go well with these kind of nylons. Fully paid off, that's nice. Wait. Can you see that they are shiny? The dress is much better. I know, you know, I was looking at myself in the camera and I was thinking, why didn't I like the look? Because I like the items individually. The skirt is nice and the pantyhose are nice, but together it was just clashing. Yes, it looks like a garter, but it's not. It's just a design. Oh, stream froze for a second. Yeah, it's been going on like that. Well, pants should be illegal. I think now it's better. And honestly, even the flats look kind of cute, don't you think? These shoes, this style of shoes, don't go well with the nylons. It clashes, it's too much going on. So you have 7 to 12 weeks paid off. That's excellent. No, 7 to 12 days, not weeks. But I mean holiday, like holiday, not days off in a month. I mean holiday per year. Yes, but yeah. How come you have so little? Rabbit, how many weeks of holiday do you have per year? I can show you the best and the hardest nightclub to get into in Washington. Oh, dude, I'm 33. You can't impress me with a nightclub. Also, I grew up in Germany. We have Bergheim. If you have anything harder than that, I'll be impressed. I think rednecks have better stuff than that. My friends are not gonna be impressed with a club. It's per stupid government that doesn't care about giving us anything good. Come to Europe. Brett, is Arizona a red or blue state? Is this how you're talking to me? Talk properly! Yeah, but I love my hot, dry weather. It's a blue state. It's a blue state. So that's probably still better than they have it elsewhere, no? My understanding is that blue states care a little bit better for their workers and their people. Yeah, honestly, I was just talking about it. The summer here, a great temperature is like end of March to beginning of June. But then the temperature goes up, but the humidity is like 80%. and it's so hard to do anything. The second you get up, you're tired. You're always exhausted. Nice dress, thank you. Have you been a good boy, Flacco?
Welcome ret_podcast.
No Mar-a-Lago here allowed, that's true. No Mar-a-Lago here allowed. Hi Emu, how you doing?
I'm hungry.
I'm doing pretty good. What about you? Me too. Guys, can you see that the nylons are a bit shiny? I don't have a very good light and all of my light is diffused. But I think they still look pretty. It's just a pity they are so small. You know, I have a different pair of these vintage inspired nylons. They are by a brand called What Katie Did. It's a British brand and they fit much better. They are stockings, but they genuinely come all the way up here. And they were much cheaper, like they were half the price of these. Have you been a good boy, Flacco? Of course you do. I don't like having cold. Flaco, did you not pay attention? Again? Aynen bak. Guys, I forgot to put some people on the board today. I know that there was the VW XD something guy. Then there was Colic. And now there is Ines. Hi. Hi. And was it Digital Warrior?
Thanks for the sheet.
Alright guys, you are here. And Flaco. Alright losers, you here? It's like a public penthouse rooftop. Of course, it's a sky bar. They're called sky bars. Yeah, they are nice, sure. Guys, what's your favorite brand of pantyhose? Fetch me a book, chop chop. ¿Verdad? ¿Verdamente? ¿Eres mi bueno chico? ¿O no? I have to be very careful when I pull them up because they are really stretched a lot. So one little wrong movement could be fatal. Then you're a loser, Flaco. It's like a public penthouse rooftop in a mall. I can't remember the elevator floors off the top of my head. But if you want if you want me to show you, just PM me. Well, I live in Spain, so that would not be very beneficial for me. Hi, Koina. Who do you think you're talking to? Say thank you. Can you hear it, guys? Do you hear it, Flacco? Chop chop, loser. Hi, Marcel. Did take a break from Twitch. No, I was streaming 4 days ago.
Thanks for the cheer.
I said book! Chop chop! Let's play some more music. Guys, you know currently it's the carnival in Venice. Have you ever gone? That's my boyfriend. You know, I have a tendency to be pulling these up because it's a little too low. But they are not only short, they are genuinely... This part is a little reinforced, it's a bit thicker. And although it seems to be a very good quality, I worry if I pull it a little bit more up, then I'm just gonna tear it because of the volume. My thighs are too thick. How have you been, Corna? Now, show me. Maybe. I've always wanted to visit the carnival in Venice. And the tickets for like the main ball and the events are actually quite reasonable. The most expensive ticket there cost like 600 something, but it includes dinner and entertainment and a reserved seat. And then you can also get cheaper tickets like for 200-300 euros for a boat and dinner that will be going through the town at night. Flaco, are you looking at my legs, you pig? ¿Estás mirando mis pies, mis piernas? Hi, prettiest, tallest woman in the world. Your message got flagged and I don't know why, so I'm just gonna allow it. How is that being checked? Well, the second one was all caps. I don't know, because it's demo, it's... the algorithm is not yet worked out. How are you doing? Bag me, loser. Who do you think you're talking to?
Welcome needs some airline_hacker.
Need some hairline. Oh, are you losing hair? That sucks. Hi, Heavy Glow. Oh, vale. If you're gonna be disobedient, I'm just gonna ignore you. I don't care. Heavy Glow, what's the weather like by you? Guys, I'm just gonna take a picture of my full legs while I have the nylons on, cause
Welcome Flashy Prism 30.
Hi, Fleshy. Alright, guys. I think these ones will go really well. With these. What do you think, guys? I think the line at the back. Hi. Hello, Fleshy.
Welcome, Billy Michaels.
What do you think? Hi. I don't think these heels are too flashy with it. I think black would be nice, but they would be boring. Hello, Billy Michaels. Are you still so stupid?
Welcome, Ryan_10_.
Hi, Ryan. Hast du für Paare? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think of these ones I have like 4 or 5. Hey, hi Ryan. What should you call me? You may call me Goddess Blue for now. Ah, how are you doing, Fleshy?
Welcome Iron 030. Welcome Nimbleists.
It's yes, Goddess. Are you stupid? I'm doing good. Just being in Aachen. Oh yeah? Oh, they are nice buildings. How's your mom doing? You are stupid, that's true. Hello, dog.
Welcome Iron 030.
Hi, BL Latin. Hello, hi, Blond. Guys, look, I got my nails done last week. I'll show you something. I got my nails done. I got them like this in French, but the next day, not the nail itself, just the paint started peeling off. I think the guy didn't let it dry properly, didn't let it bake, so it literally lasted one day. Honestly, the place I go to, they can be really good or they can be quite careless. If it's done by the lady, my nails always last very long, but with the guy, it's like sometimes it's great, sometimes not so much. You're just a little pathetic loser, I know. Stating the obvious. It's a pity you're not my pathetic loser. You like my legs and feet. You're a loser too. I think, guys, I'm gonna go to the hairdresser because my hair needs to be... See how the color is different here to here? I could leave it like this, but I think I like the lighter color.
Welcome Vinny.
Hi, Vinny. Yes, you're a loser too, obviously. Don't you remember? Say thank you, Flacco! Well, technically, they are a tattoo because they are not garter straps. It's just it's a design on the pantyhose. These are pantyhose, not stockings. So you are not far off. I just have to pull down my dress, guys. What do you think about these shoes with the outfit? Are they too much? I'll show you from behind. Because that's what it's all about. This is what they look like from close up. Rosemary, are you still here? I hope you're watching. Wish I could kiss your feet. Shut up, Ryan. I wouldn't touch you with a 20-meter stick. Except for me, a gentleman with flirting skills. Aww. I've never seen a tattoo on you. I don't have a tattoo. Guys, do you have any tattoos? I wanted one when I was younger, but I think I would have regretted it. Are you not paying attention? Are you stupid? What is wrong with you? Chop chop. What did I tell you, Steven? Chop chop. Sorry, goddess, I'm just so pathetic. I hope you forgive me. Sup. And then I'll think about forgiveness. Yep, I know, that's true. I don't care what you like. Are you stupid? Nothing. Firstly, you'll have to fulfill your assignments. Otherwise, I will not play with you. Should I use my girlfriend's money to sub to you? You should use your dad's money. That would make you the biggest loser. Chop chop. Can you act possessed like a doll, like from Annabelle? You will love my mom. That's her everyday mode. Loser. Thank you. Honestly, these nylons are beautiful, but they are a little harder to pair them with heels, with shoes, because the shoes have to be complementary to the design. And if I don't want the shoes to be just simply black, I have to really go through trial and error to find out which one goes well and which one is clashing. I was talking about matching shoes with my nylons because they have a little bit of a design feature. Not all shoes go complementary with them. And unless I want to wear just simple black shoes, I have to pay more attention. Yeah, right, obviously. You see the difference?
Nice to meet you.
What have you been up to, Fleshy? Alright guys, how about we put on the black nylons again? Having vacation, starting tomorrow a whole week. Oh nice! Are you going somewhere? Tribute, loser. Chop chop. Alright guys, let's put on a black pair of nylons. know, just Netflix and chill. That sounds also nice. Alright guys, now let's put on the other pair. I love this dress. It's just, you know, sometimes I get a size larger, so the clothes fit me lengthwise, but then they are a bit too wide, so it sucks like that. But otherwise, I love these kind of dresses. They are just so practical. My boyfriend is doing drum cleaning. What are you gonna be watching on Netflix? Ah, your white toenails are the most beautiful, are they? My feet are so dirty. I think the floor needs to be washed. Smile.
Welcome to Gingerly Eye.
Smile.